Right here on the program, we discuss issues trending on social media. All right, joining me at the table this afternoon is a pleasure to welcome back Prince Francis Chilaka. Good afternoon, Prince Chilaka.
Thank you, Patience.
Thank you for joining us today. All right, Prince Chilaka is a social worker. He's actually the executive director for Gotv Foundation, an NGO based here in Nigeria. He's also an astute businessman and also a social commentator. Welcome again to the show, sir.
Thank you.
Also at the table this afternoon, Mazi Chinedum Obioha is here today. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Pesha.
Great as usual to have you here.
My pleasure.
All right. Mazi Chinedum Obioha is a retired banker. He's also a chartered administrator and also is into a bit of business and a social commentator across board. Welcome to the show again, sir.
Thank you, very sincerely.
Also here at the table this afternoon, it's a pleasure to have Mr. Abiodun Shokbiton with us today. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the show, sir. Mr. Abiodun Shokbiton is a financial consultant. He's actually a former deputy director at the Central Bank of Nigeria, and he's also a social commentator and a regular contributor to this program. Welcome again, sir. And of course, I welcome you viewers to the program. You're a part of it. Remember, you can use the number 0802-836-8971 to make your contributions via SMS only. Right, gentlemen, let's get into the business of the day. First story, Uber loses license to operate in London. Uber has just lost its license to operate in London after failing to stop thousands of unlicensed and uninsured drivers from picking up passengers. Transport for London announced the decision not to renew the global ride-hailing firm's license at the end of a 2-month probationary extension granted in September. Uber was told it needed to address issues with checks on drivers, insurance and safety, but has apparently failed to satisfy the capital's transport authorities. Meanwhile, Uber says a range of new safety features have been introduced to its app in the past 2 years. Earlier this month, it launched a system which automatically checks on the well-being of drivers and passengers when a journey is interrupted by a long stop. There are around 45,000 Uber drivers in London. Well, gentlemen, here we are. I think we can relate this to what occurs in Nigeria. Recently in the news was a young man who was with Taxify, that was killed. He was killed, shot dead, and his vehicle taken. And we keep hearing stories about this all of the time. But how do you react to this, Mr.
Well, what it simply shows is that it's a system that works. It's where consumers are taken into consideration, and the safety of consumers is paramount. Well, we can't say the same thing for Nigeria, sadly, because these days you find out that the Uber drivers and taxify drivers have become so arrogant, and they feel they're on top of the world because there's no regulation. So it's a welcome development. I would rather want this kind of thing to play out in Nigeria. I mean, I'll be happy if we can have such checks.
Some sort of regulation.
And some sanity in the system.
All right, but then let me just ask you on a side question. Do you feel safe anytime you take one of these ride-hailing services?
Well, what I do is once I get in, I send
your location.
I just send everything.
You share it.
I share it, because and I make you understand, and I let you know that I'm doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I let you know.
Okay.
It's my own safety measure.
That would be a deterrent. All right, Matthew, how do you react?
So that Prince is afraid of whatever. Prince, you don't need to be afraid anyway. He that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. Pesha, I think it's a good development. I wonder why it was suspended in advanced countries like that. But here in Nigeria, like my Prince I said, I don't know the possibility of these things working effectively. Especially they've taken advantage of that thing to extort money from people. I remember in August, my brother's wife took my brother to the hospital, and when they got to the hospital, instead of the driver to put off the meter, he left it running until it got to an amount that my brother started quarreling with him. Then at the same time, they have Oba motorcycles, I think so. Now those people, they've taken the position of the normal conventional Okada riders, and they are rough and rough and rough. They pick passengers at random and they drop at random. They struggle with even both the normal bike, both the commercial drivers, both the all over the place. So before they came, when they came in newly, I think there was little level of sanity, but today,
yes, but now
it's nothing like that.
Yeah, I'm happy you raised that, because I mean, when you take this registered motorbikes and all of that, there should be some sense of safety, you know. But honestly, because the traffic in Ikeja last week was crazy, so I had to take bike to
I think
work.
my investigation.
I didn't feel safe at all on
my
those
investigation
bikes.
revealed that they were the same. Some of them were the same Okada riders.
Of course, who have now
transmitted and translated into that.
Definitely. And then it saddens my heart that they don't use the app really anymore, because once you hail a ride, you're supposed to impute that into.
And then
do you understand? And then they calculate how long and how much your ride is, but they don't do that. They just charge you, just like a regular rider.
And the one thing is that they've now decided to allow you consume whatever, because instead of them to go through the normal, they will like to go through where there are a lot of hold-ups, and so that they will make a lot of money. But it wasn't the original intention. But unfortunately, I don't know. Well, it's a pity.
All right, Mr. Shokito, let's hear your take.
We thank God that happened in an organized society. So let us hope we will have that type of concern for Nigerians too. It is only a fool who learns only from his own experience. So we should be able to learn from what happened in the UK and try and bring it into our own system here. They are doing well. I just pity the yellow cab these days. I don't know. They must have packed in now, because I can't see anybody patronizing them any longer.
But where are the roads? Where are the roads? Well, you see, most of these hold-ups are caused by bad roads, and that is why they struggle. If you see them on a hold-up, you begin to wonder whether are they the same Uber that started very efficiently. So one, there's no road. Secondly, attitude of the riders is another thing. So they need to be educated, they need to be tutored, they need to have sense of reasoning and sense of responsibility. Know very well that they are carrying human beings. You see them now struggling to get passengers with conventional Okada riders. Well, may God help us in Nigeria, because we are in a situation, we are in a country that...
let me just add this.
Go ahead.
We need to understand the fact that Uber, Taxify, they are not conscious, they don't have security consciousness about their apps. I know that the apps are being breached as of now. I know that, because you order for a ride and it tells you estimated price of 1,000 or 2,000. By the time you get to your destination, you're seeing 4,005. So something needs to be done about it. And back to government. You have VIOs on the road. You have last mile on the road. You have this on the road, harassing everybody. Yet nobody is talking about the bad roads. For me, I've always said, it is time we stop paying for roadworthiness certificates. We need to stop paying for that. Because you can't be paying for roadworthiness certificates when the roads are not worthy. Okay. So it's something the government, people need to begin to know their rights.
But Prince, that road, vehicle roadworthiness is not meant for the road, it's meant for your vehicle.
For your vehicle.
The indication that your vehicle is roadworthy.
No, I disagree with you.
Why should you pay license for a roadworthiness for a vehicle when the road you want to apply is not worthy?
All right, someone is reacting here and it says the Uber company isn't the problem. The drivers just need to be screened before they can offer services. This ride-hailing companies, they all started very well, because I recall when they just started, then for potential drivers, they had to go through some sort of training and all of that. Yes, because I can testify to that. But it looks like now they've gotten what they want, in terms of the passengers and all of that. Now everybody has relaxed.
That's Nigerian system.
Yeah,
it boils down to profit. The business is profit oriented. So once they're making their profit, they don't care. And it falls back to government. How do you protect the consumption of the people.
Your
Yes, the citizens, it is the government that will put regulations to protect the people. And we're calling on government to do the needful, especially in Nigeria.
All right, the government needs to do the needful. Amen. This has happened in London. For London to withdraw the license of Uber, I mean, that sends a strong signal. And according to reports, they've been warned severally. And I think the Nigerian government should adopt this as well, because you cannot play with the safety of Nigerians. And this safety goes beyond just the passengers, even the drivers themselves, because we hear every day how all these drivers are being shot, or injured, just to snatch their vehicles and all of that. There's got to be some sort of measures, to make sure everybody is safe. But back to Uber in London, well, the decision is likely to go to the appeal court, according to reports, and well, Uber might just come back to London. You never know.
That's why
Right,
they obey the laws. They obey the court orders.
What they put
All right.
what
Exactly. All right.